Do you prefer to be an older or younger brother? I'm both. You're young, you get picked on. You're older, you get relied on. The thing is with older brothers at least, not a lot of them show affection that way. But if you're ever in trouble or anything like that, like they will try to help you out. Like they'll never tell you I love you, but like they do it that way instead. What if your sibling is the bully? Oh god. Well, I think when it comes to things like that, you do have to stand up for yourself. Don't worry, I get you. I understand you. I know how you feel. Trust me. I really do. Yeah, but obviously, stand up for yourself. I think at that point, really, if they make your life hell, it's fine to have a very ill opinion of them if it's that bad. I think people change as well. As you do get older, they will treat you different. But like, if it's still that way, I think, you know, you better... Oh, never mind. Don't... I was about to say something else, but... You know, I usually never say this, but you're better off, you know? People say blood's thicker than water, and you know, I understand why they say that, but sometimes it just isn't the case. You know, chat, if I was to share a little something, I don't really have a good relationship with my older brother. I don't mind saying it, it's just more like, I don't like painting this image of other people in my life into something negative. But you know, when I was younger, do you remember the time where whenever someone would try to hug me, or like try to like raise their hands, maybe like high five me or something like that, I would always try to lift my arm to block something that isn't there. You know, you can probably put two and two together. But yeah, that's why. I don't really know if it's still like that. I don't think so, which is a good thing. Okay, all right. Well, I'll just say the whole story. But yeah, like it got to a point where it happened so much that it was just reflex at that point. Man, I don't even want to tell you like how many times it ever happened because it's just I can't even count it. For it to finally stop, I had to hit him back. Like, I just had to. And, like, I never did. I never, like, once put my hands on him or, like, on my younger brother. I just don't do that. And you probably think, like, why? Like, why is that? Like, why did I never do that? I don't really know. I can't tell you. I just never did. I kind of just, like, let them do it. And, like, just, like, lived on with my day. Like, it was fine. You know, like, I was okay. I didn't really hold a grudge. It was just something that happened. Next day, next hour, it was fine. But yeah, like, I didn't really do anything. It was an instance where, like, I just had to strike back. And as soon as I did, he started crying. Like, I didn't hit him hard or anything like that. He just started crying. And I had no idea why at that moment, but it was probably because he's done it so many times that was my first time doing it. He wasn't expecting that I would do something like that. That's probably why. But yeah, like, when I finally did, he stopped. He stopped. And I'm not saying to, you know, like, hit back. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's more so just, you know, stand up for yourself. That's basically it. Yeah, I can't really tell you why I didn't hit back for the longest time. I'm talking about like years and years. I didn't. So yeah, like when you say that they're the bullies, I understood what you were like trying to say. I don't usually say things like this because I think sometimes, you know, like people prefer not to hear it. And I don't really say it because it doesn't really matter to me. It's because they did something like that doesn't mean you have to be bound by it. And I've seen a lot of people that are. But really for me, I don't really know how to explain that. I was just happy. It's not something I thought about. It's not something I really held. Did I hide it? I mean, I guess, but at the same time, it didn't really affect me too much because I didn't really care. I didn't really mind. I wasn't holding any grudges. I was holding things in, but I wasn't holding a grudge. Are you sure about that though? Oh, don't worry. I know. Have I told that to my parents? Interesting. What if he's listening? Well, I guess he knows. But again, I don't really hold grudges. It's so hard for me to hold a grudge against someone. Like, to me at this point, it just doesn't matter. It's something that doesn't affect me. So yeah, that's why a friend of mine would always ask me, like, I would tell them this, and they're like, oh man, despite that, like, how the hell are you still smiling? Like, I don't know. I'm happy. You know, I don't know how to answer that. But yeah, if you're ever in that position though, go to therapy. You'll be helped. I go? No, I don't. But I think I'm okay. No, don't worry, Chad. I've already worked on myself. It's okay. That's something I don't really need to tell you about. But if I can do it, I'm sure you can.